All right, hello everyone. Welcome to the vlog. Welcome back to the vlog if you watched a few of them before. But to get right into it, in this one, I thought it'd be a cool idea to start doing music video breakdowns from the director's point of view and break down kind of what went into making certain videos and kind of do a little bit of like a fun little watch along. So I'm actually just going to play the video and kind of break it down as we go. So in this one, I will be breaking down the 90s Kids music video that we made for their song High School in one of our more ambitious outings for a music video so far.
Damn, I'm glad I didn't peak in high school, 'cause my best days will be in the past.
So while ambitious, it's for sure one of my favorite ones we've done. We got to do a lot of stuff, or well, really, I guess one main thing in this one that I had been wanting to do for a long time, and that is choreographed dancing. So let's just start up the video here. So we start with Corey, the lead singer, walking up to the house. So he is arriving at this party. We do a cool little awkward moment there where it's just sort of like almost like a, I don't know, that sort of awkwardness you get when you maybe show up to a high school party and the one random person that's walking out of the party kind of shows you that maybe you don't fit in and you're unwelcome in being there, kind of tying into the idea of the song a little bit and just the idea of high school parties in general. So fun thing about this shot is while it is the opening shot of the video itself, this is actually the last thing we shot on production day itself. We were going to have this cinematic open with actual live audio. So we actually got audio of Corey walking up, running into the other person from the party, having that awkward encounter, and then continuing into the house. So we actually wrapped up our night going kind of into full film mode there. Yeah, there's not a lot to it other than it was a cool house, a cool shot. So let's keep it going. So Corey walks in. The first people we see him interact with are the like kind of the literal cliche prom king person. So you've got kind of the jock characters there. He makes his way through the party, and the idea here was to do a simulated one take where he kind of just goes through and finds each kind of different classic cliche character that you would see in high school, right? Very like Breakfast Club-ish. So he's going to be walking through the party singing this song as the party kind of continues to grow around him. And the further we get into it, the more I'll be able to actually explain that. And actually, quick fun fact about all these rooms and these scenes, most of these anyway, were shot actually during the day. So we actually trash bagged off all the windows to make it appear as though it was nighttime out while this party was happening. So in the kitchen scene, one of the original ideas was to have just like 2 or 3 of the dance team behind him. But we ended up going with just sort of some of the casual party goers there, just kind of bouncing and rocking back and forth and chatting, and let it be more of like a normal party scene as Corey kind of walks through. The goal was in that first chorus to introduce some very subtle choreographed dancing, which actually leads us straight into the next scene as Corey exits frame and now enters the garage where we have some classic high school beer pong going on. So again, a lot of different characters around the table. Corey takes his own shot. You've got some of the jocks, you've got some of the goth people, you got some of the nerds, you got some of the athletes, whatever it is. You've got them all there. And this is actually this scene. So before we jump into the next chorus here, this is one of the original scenes that first came to my mind when I thought of this video, was Corey like looking over this, pong table that kind of goes across frame, and like delivering the lines as we hit into a chorus, and then you see, all the choreographed dancing start to happen around him. So we break into the next chorus here, and I love it because you see, like, again, these normal partygoers that were sort of scattered throughout the garage are now all doing the same exact choreographed dance as Corey kind of walks and dances and sings his way through the chorus and through the garage itself. So then we pop into this like kind of pre-bridge thing here where we kind of implement a lot of different just kind of cuts and B-roll showing a lot of the life of the party, a lot of what's going on, a lot of the characters walking around the party, which was always the plan. This was always going to be like kind of the montage of showing here's everything that goes into what happens at a high school party. And this idea, this last shot, I'm going to pause this again to explain this. This final shot was another one of the things that immediately came to mind when the band sent me this song. So we start and we see Corey, it's just him and an acoustic sitting on a couch. So we start to pan back here and we comedically have him hand the guitar off frame, continues to walk over into the living room, continuing to sing, and this is where we get the big moment. This is where everyone in the living room is dancing. There's confetti, it's very over the top. And this was just kind of like, this was like what I saw when I very first listened to this song. I was like, it has to have choreographed dancing, and I wanted this, like, I wanted it to build to this like over the top party scene where just everybody in the room is grooving to the song while Corey and the band play and sing the song, and there's confetti and there's poppers and there's streamers and there's that, I mean, the band got trumpets to put in the background just to make it as over the top as humanly possible. And so yeah, the overall goal was to kind of play out this dream-like idea of what high school parties tend to be treated like. They kind of get put on this pedestal, I think, especially when you're in high school. They're always these grand things that if you don't show up to, you're uncool. And that's the idea of the song. You know, one of the main lines in the song is, "I'm glad I didn't peak in high school." So it's playing into the cliches of what a lot of high school stuff is. Again, you're seeing a lot of the cliques, you're seeing a lot of the cliches, the very Breakfast Club-esque characters as Corey makes his way through the party. But in general, you know, as much as we were trying to be on the nose and over the top and just very directly silly with this video, I am still insanely stoked on it from an artistic standpoint. This was one of those music videos where literally when I heard the song the first time, this is the video, aside from a couple small different things, this literally is the video that played out in my head. So having that one last long take of, you know, him walking over into the living room that is dark and then burst into light, showing all the dancers and all the people with the trumpets in the background, and again, the confetti and streamers and everybody dancing to that last like big powerful chorus. That was an idea from the start, and I'm so stoked that we got to pull it off. And I can't wrap up this video without mentioning how incredibly awesome the dancing team was. I mean, like, literally in the lead up to the video, and I was in a group chat with the dance coach and one of the band members, and I remember her sending like BTS videos of them in their dance studio practicing to the song. And I remember, you know, I remember her saying like, "Hey, like, is this kind of what you were thinking? Is this good?" And I remember just being honestly completely mind blown, because obviously I wasn't going to be super strict with like the moves that they did. Just the fact that I was seeing an idea that was literally just in my brain weeks before actually being played out, and I was seeing these people dance like perfectly to this song and this chorus. Like, it was the coolest thing ever. And even on production, we had some heavy time constraints with the dance crew itself that honestly, I won't lie, like made the production like super stressful to make sure we got them in and out in time. But literally, like, I am so like stoked and proud of all of our crew that day for being able to just to get it together, hold it together, get the dance crew in there on time, get them out ahead of time. We actually got them out, I believe, ahead of schedule of when we originally even planned for. So we definitely killed that part, and the dance team themselves absolutely slayed it. So there it was. That was the video breakdown for the video that I directed for 90's Kids and their song High School. Definitely go check out the video. Don't just watch a couple clips that I edit in and out of this vlog. Definitely seek out the video. I'll link it in the little bio section under the video for you guys to go check out. So in general, go check out 90's Kids. Those guys are absolutely killing it. All their music is so freaking good. And I'm just glad that for one of the songs, we got to kind of put some icing on the cake with this high school music video. So be sure to check all of that stuff out. So yeah, any questions, comments, concerns, thoughts, ideas, any of that sort of stuff, shoot them my way. Drop a comment below. That's the YouTuber thing to say. But if you don't want to do that, honestly, just DM me somewhere. You can find me on Instagram at Who's Ross Tyson. Tyson is spelled T-H-E-I-S-E-N. I'm always a message away for any and all sort of conversations, whether it has to do with video production or not, anything. I love to talk. So hopefully you guys like listening to me talk, because I'm going to hopefully continue doing these vlogs, and I hope you guys enjoy them. So thank you so much for watching. Thanks for checking out the 90's Kids music video. Thanks for checking out my breakdown of it. And of course, most importantly, the most valuable currency on the internet, you looked. So thanks for looking.